Welcome to Jeff Davis here on Y101. The Dogs are playing a Region 2 game versus the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets. We already have one down on a strikeout by Bryce DeLoach. Coming up next, freshman Chandler Lynn. The first pitch to him is inside for ball one. The lineup today for Toombs County: Bryce DeLoach, Chandler Lynn, Martin Stevens DHing for Trey Cloud out in left, Cole Graham catching, Dalton McBride on the mound. The next pitch, ball two, making it 2 balls and no strikes. Kyle Knight at first, Willie Campbell in right, Dalton Lynn on third, and Chase Musselman at second. So they got 1 ball and 2 strikes on Lynn. Chandler steps back in on the season. He's batting 181. This next pitch, he hits right back to the pitcher. Comes off the pitcher's leg. So Lynn's down to first safely. So bringing up next for Toombs County, DH Martin Stevens. Now a name you won't be hearing today is Brock Harrison, is in the game on Friday night down in Bacon County. Harrison rolled his ankle coming back to first base. So he will be out for a few games. He's in a boot. I saw him that way at school. So playing third today, Dalton Lynn. The pitcher, that ball, I'm not sure exactly where it hit him, but I know it hit him. So the coaches, along with some of the infield, are up there on the mound. Still talking. So up to bat is Martin Stevens. On deck is catcher Cole Graham.
See, he's got motion and tingling and good sensation in his hand. You can tell what part he's looking at.
They're still on the mound here. He's gonna warm up a little bit more. Or not warm up, just to sort of check and make sure everything's okay. And on the mound for Jeff Davis today is Ross Rush. Of course, the last time the Bulldogs were down here was, well, for football, but we were down here last year, a Final Four matchup versus Jeff Davis. Jeff Davis went later on to win the Region 2 title for 2017. So Martin Stevens steps in, the guy with the highest batting average for Toombs County, batting at .429, 21 for 49. This pitch is going to hit out in the left field for a base hit. So Lynn gets down to second and Martin down to first. So runners on first and second to bring up catcher Cole Graham. With 1 down.
Cole Graham.
On deck, senior, and pitching today, Dalton McBride. Rush pitches from the left-hand side. Graham on the season's batting .208. So he steps in. Rush comes set and delivers. First pitch to Graham is low for ball one. Graham steps back in. Head coach Brian Fitzgerald down at third. Coach Hunter Adams over at first. Here's the 1-0. Graham hits this on the ground to the second baseman. He has it, flips it to short, and the throw to first, not in time. So Stevens out on a fielder's choice. So 2 down and runners on the corners to bring up Dalton McBride.
Now batting, number 18, Dalton McBride.
McBride, a senior and a University of the Cumberland's commit for football. Of course, that's a junior college up in Kentucky. course, the past 2 years, the quarterback for the Toombs County High School football team. So McBride steps in. Rush comes set, working from the stretch. Lynn and Graham have leads. He's going to throw back to first. And they've put in a runner for catcher Graham. That is number 18, senior Noah Anderson. Or not number 18, number 16. McBride is number 18. Here's the pitch to McBride. It's in for a strike. It counts 0-1. He steps back on, pitching from the stretch. Receiving the sign from his catcher, he comes set. And they're going to throw back to first. Anderson scoots back. So Rush comes set and delivers the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 by Dalton McBride. The Bulldogs will be in action 2 more times this week. Tomorrow in a non-region game versus Bleckley County at Jackie Jones Field at 5:45, and then on Friday, or what was originally scheduled for Friday. Not sure if they're going to change that around. Here's the 0-2. Called. Strike 3 on the outside edge. So the Dogs don't score a run here in the first inning. We go into the bottom of the first. Score 0-0 as we break on Y101. Welcome back to Jeff Davis here on Y101. Dogs in a Region 2 game versus the Yellow Jackets. And there has been a schedule change this week. The Region 2 game versus Jeff Davis at Jackie Jones on Friday has been moved up to Thursday. So the Bulldogs will have 3 games in a row this week: today, tomorrow, and Thursday. The 2 games, Wednesday and Thursday, will begin at 5:45. And if you can't make it to the game, you can listen on Y101. And if you're out of town where you can't pick up the radio station, you can always tune in to MixLR. So Dalton McBride is on the mound today for Toombs County. Last time we saw him was in the Benedictine game. Or actually, he started in the Bacon game, which was at Toombs, in which the Dogs lost 7-2. But he also pitched in the Benedictine game down in Benedictine. He faced 24 batters, allowing 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 hits, 2 runs, and out of 2, 1 was earned. So it seems like we're ready to begin. Up first for Jeff Davis is Alex Sanders.
Leading off for Jeff Davis here at the bottom of the first, number 1, Alex Sanders.
Wearing number 1, playing center field for Jeff Davis today. He steps in. McBride doesn't work from the windup, always works from the stretch with runners on base or not. So he comes set. Here's the pitch. Outside, a little high for ball 1. On deck is the first baseman, Chandler Davenport. McBride comes set, winding, and delivers the 1-0. He hits this one on the ground on a check swing to Dalton Lynn. He picks it up, fires to first. A bad throw, which gets by Kyle Knight and rolls out to right field. Campbell not able to get a hold on it. And going to throw it in all the way to third. So Lynn, on a check swing, Sanders gets all the way to third.
Now batting, number 9, Chandler Davenport.
So with a runner at first to bring up number 9, the first baseman, Chandler Davenport. McBride, awaiting the sign from catcher Graham, comes set. delivers to the plate. Ball outside for ball 1. On deck is third baseman Seth Graham. Davenport steps back in. McBride comes set, giving a look at his runner on third and delivers to the dish. This ball is going to be hit. Deloach moves over and makes a nice play and throws him out all the way from from the outfield grass behind shortstop. But Jeff Davis scores a run.
Now batting, number 11, Seth Graham.
So they're up 1-0 with 1 down. That brings up third baseman Seth Graham. He steps in. McBride looking from the stretch. Comes set. Delivers to the dish. Ball inside for ball 1. On deck, left fielder Jashawn Kirby. Graham steps back in. McBride comes set, delivers the 1-0. Ball high to make it 2 balls and no strikes. Now I'm not entirely sure, going back on the Brock Harrison injury, what the exact diagnosis was. Maybe sprain. I don't know, but it was purple. Next pitch off the plate to make it 3 balls and no strikes. I do know he played the full game on Friday night with the injury. McBride comes set and delivers the 3-0. Way high for ball 4. So with a runner on first, with 1 down, that brings up left fielder Jashawn Kirby. He steps in. The Bulldogs still in search. Or I guess they might have found it. The number 2 guy on the pitching totem pole. First pitch into him is a strike, so 0-1. Harrison assumed his spot as the number 1 pitcher, but now he's sort of out for a couple of games on injury. So I know McBride could be the next guy in line. Next pitch is low and inside for ball 1. Counts now even at 1. Kirby steps back in the box. McBride giving a look at Graham on first. He comes set and delivers the 1-1 swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Kirby steps back in, behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. McBride, receiving the sign from catcher Cole Graham, comes set. Winding and delivers the 1-2. Low, runner going. Here's a throw down. And Deloach loses the ball. The throw was there just about perfect, on time. And the slide in, Deloach loses the ball. So runner down to second in scoring position for Jeff Davis. Kirby has 2 balls and 2 strikes. McBride comes set, giving a look at Graham at second, and delivers the 2-2. This ball is going to be hit on the ground. McBride runs up, makes the catch, throws to first in time for out number 2. And Knight was going to throw to third, but lost the ball in the transfer. So 2 down. With a runner at third to bring up Garrett Balcom, the right fielder today for Jeff Davis. Now, it's not supposed to rain any this afternoon, but it is sort of clouding up, trying to look like it wants to. Not supposed to get any more rain in the area until Friday. That's why the game on Friday was moved up. First pitch to Balcom, fouled out of play. Strike 1. He steps back in. McBride, working from the stretch, as he always does, comes set. Delivers the 0-1. Ball off the plate to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. McBride, looking down, comes set. Winding, delivers the 1-1. This ball's going to be hit way out in left field. Trey Cloud moving over and makes the catch for out number 3. So the Bulldogs get out of this inning, only allowing Jeff Davis to score 1 run, unearned at that. So Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets are leading 1-0 as we go into the top of the 2nd inning with Kyle Knight, Willie Campbell, and Dalton Lynn coming up to bat on Y101.
You'll be useful for once in a while. Yes.
Welcome back to Jeff Davis. Dogs are down 1-0 here in the top of the 2nd inning with Kyle Knight, Willie Campbell, and Dalton Lynn up to bat.
Number 25, Kyle Knight.
Kyle Knight on the season is 5 for 38, batting 132.
See it there?
Here's the pitch from Rush, low for ball 1.
I think say hi.
On deck, senior right fielder Willie Campbell. Also, a University of the Cumberlands commit with Dalton McBride. 1-0 pitch is fouled off back into the net to make the count even at 1.
You reckon Paul's upset with Tex out there really good?
A little bit. Bang, bang.
It was.
Knight steps back in, Rush comes set, winding, and delivers the 1-1. Inside for ball 2.
His arm is that pretty good chance for set for a minute.
So the count's 2 balls and 1 strike on Kyle Knight. Here's the pitch outside to make it 3 balls and 1 strike. Now I have to say, Knight, just based, and this is based off actual statistic, the 3-1, swing and a miss, strike 2 to load up the count. This isn't based off actual statistic, but just from game to game, off my knowledge, Knight has to be leading the team with the most walks. It's either him or Chandler Lynn. The full count pitch called, strike 3. Now I will say the Dawgs ratio, strikeout to walk ratio, strikeouts are definitely leading this year. And called strike 3s at that. Here's the first pitch to Willie Campbell, swing and a miss, strike 1. Here's the 0-1. This ball is fouled off back into the net to make it no balls and 2 strikes. So Campbell steps back in on the season. Campbell is batting .318, so 167. The 0-2 off the plate to make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. On deck, today's 3rd baseman and the oldest Lynn out here, Dalton Lynn, younger brother, out in center today. Here's the 1-2, hitting him. So he's going to trot down to first. Puts a runner on base for Toombs County. Dalton Lynn up to bat. Now, of course, my stats aren't the official stats. I know, I think 2 years ago, Barney, he actually kept the official stats for the baseball team. And I think he told him after that season he didn't want to do that again. Puts a lot of pressure on him to be absolutely correct. But I know my stats aren't absolutely correct. You can go on Max Preps and you can tell that they're different. But I have Dalton Lynn batting as 1 for 18. And, of course, a base hit, an error, some of them are debatable. Some of them are just what the scorekeeper wants to score it. But, you know. First pitch to him, they're saying he did not go, so ball 1. He showed bunt and pulled back. So Lynn steps back in. Going to show bunt, probably trying to get Campbell down into scoring position. Or actually, it's a fake bunt. So he's going to hit this one on the ground. Shortstop moving over, gets a glove on it, but does not make a play anywhere. So base hit by Lynn. So runners on first and second with one down to bring up freshman Chase Musselman. Musselman on the season, in the varsity season, is batting 4 for 17, which is 235. Musselman also plays a lot of junior varsity ball, which their next game isn't until April 16th, and that is against Jeff Davis, I want to say. Rush comes set, runners on first and second, and he's going to come off. You have pretty fast guys on the bases. You have Willie Campbell down at second, Lynn, which both Lynn's are pretty fast. Musselman's going to hit this ball on the ground to the shortstop. He flips it to second, and no play anywhere else. Or no attempt at a play, so fielder's choice for Musselman. So 2 down to bring us to the top of the order to bring up Bryce Deloach. Now Deloach this season is batting 10 for 53, which is 187. Again, these aren't official stats, so mom and dad or anybody else that's listening, don't, if they're wrong, they're wrong. I know Cole Graham informed me the other day that his mom had him batting at a different batting average than I did. Which again, some of the scorebook things in baseball can be debatable. Deloach hits a hard ball, however it's foul down the left field line for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Deloach. Now in the I know he struck out in his first at bat, but I didn't know if it was a called strike 3 or a swing and a miss. I wasn't looking at the plate. Getting the video camera ready. Here's the 0-1. He hits this one out in the center field. Alex Sanders makes the catch for out number 3. So the Dawgs unable to score any runs here in the top of the second, but they do come close, putting runners on first and third to end the inning. So the score is still 1-0 Jeff Davis as we go into the bottom of the second inning here on Y101. No, not Barney, or at least not yet. But welcome back to Jeff Davis here on Y101. The Dawgs are down 1-0 as we go into the bottom of the second inning. With Colby Merchant up to bat. On deck,
Leading off for Jeff Davis here at the bottom of the second.
Brett
number
Metz.
5, Colby Marchant.
Marchant. I'm telling you, I really need to work on my penmanship. Especially for the visiting team. Like, I can write the home team's name sloppy. I know their names. Or the Bulldogs' name, should I say. So McBride comes set. Delivers the pitch. This ball's going to be hit on the ground foul. Fitzgerald, Brian Fitzgerald that is, comes out of the dugout. Catches it foul, so strike 1. Colby Marchant. McBride, receiving the sign from Graham, comes set. Winding, delivers the 0-1. Low, bouncing in the dirt to make it even at 1. It's going to be really redundant if I keep saying the way McBride is delivering the pitch because he only works from the stretch. So just know, anyone listening back at home, McBride is working from the stretch. So the 1-1 is inside for ball 2. To make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. This ball hit on the ground foul. Back down third base line. Fitzgerald unable to make it way over there and make that play. So the count's now 2 balls and 2 strikes for Colby Marchant. McBride, receiving the sign from Graham, comes set. Winding and delivers the 2-2. This ball hit foul, out of play. Now, looking at the Jeff Davis football field from here, the only memory I have of this year's game was that it started raining immediately after halftime. Let's see, I'm going to have to look on tombsnow1.com. The Dawgs pulled that one out 38-14. This ball is going to be hit on the ground to Noah Anderson. He catches it in the air on a line drive for out number 1.
Now batting, number
Nice
6,
catch for
Rick Ness.
Anderson. I guess he was just put into the game in place of Chase Musselman. He was. So 1 down to bring up Britt Metz. McBride comes set, delivers the pitch to the shortstop, outside for ball 1. McBride, receiving the sign from Graham, comes set, delivers the 1-0 low for ball 2. Comes back onto the mound. McBride comes set, delivers the 2-0. This ball is in for a strike to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Let's see, while I'm on Tombs now, I can go back to the last time the Dawgs were here, which was in May of 2017. The next pitch off the plate to make it 3 balls and 1 strike. And this was in a Final Four match. And here we go. I'll read you a little bit of that in a second. McBride comes set and delivers the 3-1 high for ball 4. So a runner at first with 1 down to bring up Garrison Miles. In the first game of the Georgia High School Association AA state semifinals, the Toombs County Bulldogs and the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets exchanged the lead 5 times, including in the 6th inning when the Dogs scored 3 runs to take a 6-3 lead. However, each time Toombs would take the lead, Jeff Davis would answer, and in the bottom of the 6th, the Jackets scored 6 runs in their 9-6 victory. And then they won the second game 13-3. I was here for the first game, swing and a miss by Garrison Miles for strike 1. I was sitting right over there behind, which the stands was packed on both sides. I was sitting right over there behind the big white sign on the left, down the left field line. The 0-1 is low for ball 1. Graham's going to throw this one back to first. No play was made. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Garrison Miles. Let's see. Trying to find who pitched in that game. Here's the 1-1 low to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. I know for Jeff Davis, the 2 pitchers were Ryan Sellers and Ross Rush, which is the pitcher for Jeff Davis here today. For us, it was D.R. Meadows and Martin Stevens. Next pitch. And for strikes, now the count's even at 2. Meadows had 6 strikeouts that game and 5 walks. He allowed 7 earned runs out of the 9. The 2-2s hit way up in the air to right field. Willie Campbell comes over and makes the catch for out number 2. So with 2 down, it brings up the DH today,
Now batting, number 2,
Cade
Walters.
Walters. Some of these guys are still here who batted in last year's game. Of course, there were 2 games. I'm just on game 1. And game one's more enjoyable to talk about than game two. Wasn't that bad of a loss in game one. The first pitch to Cade Walters is off the plate. Let's make it 1 ball and no strikes. So 1 ball and no strike on Cade Walters. McBride comes set and delivers the 1-0. Did he go? Asking the umpire in the field, he did not. So now they count 2 balls and no strikes. So McBride comes onto the mound. You have a runner at first. That is Britt Metz. Here's the pitch, inside and low to make it 3 balls and no strikes. Or did he actually call that a strike? The umpire, he's probably making some kind of vocal noise down there. Just his physical reaction is sort of slower. So it counts 2 balls and 1 strike. This next pitch is going to be hit foul, out of play. So now they count 2 balls and 2 strikes. They're 2 down. The Yellow Jackets winning 1-0. McBride comes set. Winding delivers the 2-2. Back up the middle to Noah Anderson. He moves over, catches the ball right over second base and steps on it for out number 3. So a 4 up and 3 down for McBride and his Toombs County High School Bulldog defense. The Dogs are still losing 1-0 as we go into the top of the 3rd inning with Lynn, Stevens, and Graham up to bat on Y101. So up to bat for the Bulldogs here in the top of the 3rd inning is freshman Chandler Lynn. Here's the first pitch to him, swing and a miss, strike 1. In his first at bat, he reached on a 2-2 count base hit. He steps back in. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate to make the count even at 1. Now this Lynn, which is the youngest Lynn here today, is batting 8 for 44. So 181 on the season. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Now I will say Chandler has had a lot of walks this season. Even in the game on Friday night versus Bacon, he had 2 walks along with an RBI double. Here's the 1-2 swing. Gonna knock this one on the ground back to the pitcher Rush. He fields it and fires to first for out number 1. So 1 down to bring up the DH, Martin Stevens.
Now batting number 1, Martin Stevens.
A senior Bulldog in his last season. Bats from the left-hand side. Steps in. The tallest Bulldog on the team, standing at 6'5". Here's the pitch to him, swing and a miss and an inside pitch, strike 1. In Stevens' first at bat, he reached on a base hit. Out in the left field. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2 on another inside pitch. Now the cool thing here at Jeff Davis, they have a radar gun behind the plate so I can see how fast the pitcher is pitching. Here's the 0-2. That was at 78.2 miles per hour outside for ball 1. He comes set and delivers the 1-2 off the plate to make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stevens steps back in. Rush comes onto the mound and delivers the 2-2. This ball is going to be popped up, traveling at 80.3 miles per hour. The third baseman, Seth Graham, comes over in foul territory and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down to bring up catcher Cole Graham. His first at bat, he grounded into a fielder's choice, the second baseman, who flipped it over to the shortstop, covering second. So Graham steps in. Wearing number 26, rush comes set and delivers to the plate. This ball is going to be hit out into left center field. And the center fielder, Alex Sanders, runs over and makes the catch for out number 3. So a 3-up, 3-down inning for Ross Rush and his Jeff Davis Yellow Jacket defense. As we break, going into the bottom of the third, Dawgs still behind 1-0 on Y101. So welcome back to Hazelhurst. The Dawgs are down 1-0 here in the top of the third inning. As we're back to the top of the order for Jeff Davis, up to bat, center fielder Alex Sanders, and on deck, Chandler Davenport, the first baseman. McBride is still on the hill for Toombs County. So far, he's faced the full lineup of Jeff Davis, 9 batters, allowing only 2 walks, and has yet to allow a base hit. Knock on wood, because it seems like every time I go to say that, the next batter up hits a base hit. So Graham throwing this ball down, and it looks like we're ready to begin the bottom of the third inning.
Okay. Leading off for Jeff Davis here at the bottom of the third, number 1, Alex Sanders. Look at the chair.
It's just the bat. They can't do it the way that they eventually.
So Alex Sanders up to bat, and his first at bat, he reached on an error by the third baseman Dalton Lynn. Not a catching error, a throwing error. So McBride comes set, delivers to the dish. First pitch in for a strike. 0-1. McBride comes back onto the mound. Comes set and delivers the 0-1, bouncing in front of the plate to make the count even at 1. McBride coming set, working from the stretch, and delivers. This ball is going to be hit up into the air. Center fielder Chandler Lynn comes in and makes the catch for out number 1. One down.
Chandler Davenport.
To bring up first baseman Chandler Davenport. In his first at bat, he grounded out to shortstop Bryce DeLoach, scoring a run, which is the run that Jeff Davis currently has. An unearned run. So Davenport steps in, batting from the right-hand side. McBride coming set and delivering the pitch to the plate, a breaking ball, which he's going to foul off for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Chandler Davenport. Here's the 0-1 swing and a missed strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes. On deck, third baseman Seth Graham. McBride comes set. Davenport calls time, steps out. Now stepping back in. McBride receiving the sign from catcher Cole Graham. Comes set and delivers the 0-2. This ball is going to be hit foul. Left field side. Count still no balls and 2 strikes. McBride is ahead here in the count. McBride coming set. Winding and delivers the 0-2. Called. Strike 3. Nice breaking ball on the outside edge. So 2 down to bring up third baseman wearing number 11,
Seth Graham.
Seth Graham. Now the videos, we're getting back up to speed on the YouTube channel. Have to upload the videos from last week. First pitch to Graham is off the plate for ball 1. McBride comes set and delivers the 1-0. Ball on the outside edge for strike 1. Counts 1 ball and 1 strike. On deck is Jashawn Kirby. So McBride comes set. There's 2 down. The count's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 2. McBride coming back on the hill. You got Dalton Lynn at third, Bryce DeLoach at short, Noah Anderson out in second, Kyle Knight at first, Graham behind the dish. Here's the 2-1 off the plate to make it 3 balls and 1 strike. Out in left, you have Trey Cloud. Out in right or center, you have Chandler Lynn, and out in right, you have Willie Campbell. So the count's 3 balls and 1 strike on Seth Graham. As McBride comes set, winding, delivers a 3-1. This ball's gonna be popped up into the air, which goes foul at a plate to load up the count. Graham stepping out, now stepping into the right-handed batter's box. Has an open stance. McBride comes set and delivers the full count pitch. A breaking ball, which he's going to foul. Out of play down the left field line. Not really down the left field line, he just fouled it out left field side, should I say. So McBride coming onto the mound, working from the stretch. Comes set and delivers the full count pitch. This ball also going to be fouled off. So a battle here between McBride and third baseman Seth Graham. Has a full count. He's fouled off, I think, 4 now. He steps back in. McBride coming set, 2 down, full count. And here's the pitch. This ball is going to be hit high up into the air in left center field. And Cloud moves over and makes the catch for out number 3. So a 3-up and 3-down inning
Brings us to the end of the 3rd inning.
for McBride and his Toombs County High School Bulldog defense. Jeff Davis still leading 1-0 as we break going into the top of the 4th inning with McBride, Knight, and Campbell up to bat on Y101.
Sweet smell too. Okay.
They do some of that.
Well, Dalton McBride is up to bat here in the top of the 4th inning. He just swung and missed at strike 1. Rush delivers the 0-1, fouls this one off back behind him to make it no balls and 2 strikes. McBride, wearing number 18, pitching today, has pitched 3 complete innings. Steps back in. Rush pitching from the windup, comes set and delivers the 0-2. High for ball 1. McBride steps back in his first at bat. He had a called strike 3. Here's the 1-2. outside to make the count even at 2 on the senior dog pitching in today's game. Here's the 2-2 low to load up the count. On deck is senior dog Kyle Knight. So McBride steps in. Rush comes set and delivers the full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So with 1 down, that brings up first baseman Kyle Knight. Knight steps in his first at bat. He had a called strike 3 and a full count pitch. Here's the first pitch to him, low for ball 1. On deck, right fielder Willie Campbell. Knight steps back in wearing number 25. Here's the 1-0. Low to make it 2 balls and no strikes. Rush comes set and delivers the 2-0. In for a strike to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Knight steps back in. Rush delivers the 2-1. Breaking ball in for strike 2 to make the count even at 2. Knight steps back in. Here's the 2-2. Low and off the plate to load up the count. Of course, Kyle has a little brother named Logan who's in the 8th grade on the Toombs County Middle School baseball team. They won in their game yesterday versus Portal 12-1. So Knight hit with this ball and trots down to first.
Now batting, number 28, Willie Campbell.
So a runner at first with 1 down to bring up number 28, senior Willie Campbell, who also got hit by a pitch back in his first at bat, the 2nd inning, on a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch off the plate. Knight's going, gets away from the catcher, and he's going to be there safely. So a runner in scoring position here for Willie Campbell. See if he can execute something here. The catcher, Colby Marchant, comes out to talk to his pitcher. Head coach Brian Fitzgerald coming down to talk to the home plate umpire. Now walking back. I think they're going to sub in a runner for Kyle. That'll be number 11, Alex Gordy.
Courtesy runner at second, number 11, Alex Gordy.
Freshman dog. So Willie Campbell, batting from the left-hand side, steps in. Counts 1 ball and no strikes on him. On deck, 3rd baseman Dalton Lynn. So Rush comes set and delivers the 1-0 to the dish. This ball fouled out of play. Make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, of course, if you haven't heard, which I'm sure you have, head coach Brian Fitzgerald is in his last season here for the Toombs County High School Bulldog baseball team. Rush comes set and delivers the 1-1. Off the plate to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Steps back in, Rush comes set, pitching from the stretch, and delivers the 2-1. Low. So Campbell goes ahead in the count, making it 3 balls and 1 strike. He steps back in wearing number 28. One of 3 left-handed batters batting today for Toombs County. Next pitch is going to be in for a strike to load up the count. Let's see if Campbell can't put the ball in play to move his runner in scoring position over. 1 down. Rush comes set, delivers the full count pitch. Low and inside for ball 4. So currently, Campbell has a 1,000 batting average for today.
Now batting, number 7, Dalton Lynn.
By the books, does not have an at bat. So up to bat now, number 7, third baseman, Dalton Lynn, who reached on a 1-0 pitch base hit back in the 2nd inning. He's showing bunt, bunts this one way foul. So strike 1. On deck, senior Noah Anderson. He was put in the game in place of Chase Musselman. So Lynn is showing bunt once again. Rush comes set. He pulls this back and he's going to hit this ball out in the left center field for a base hit. Gordy is going to score. This gets by the center fielder. Willie Campbell is going to score. And Dalton Lynn has an RBI double to score 2 runs for Toombs County here in the top of the 4th inning. Now, I was trying to get excited. However, when we're doing it through the
Now
phone,
batting, number 16,
it
Noah
seems to
Anderson.
me like it starts cutting out. The louder I get, that's just a phone, like talking over the phone in general. But, so I'm kind of keeping it mellow. So 1 down, Dawgs scored 2 runs here in the top of the 4th to make it a 1-run game. So with a runner at 2nd and 1 down, that brings up senior Noah Anderson. Here's the pitch for ball 1. On the season, Anderson is 7 for 27, batting .259. Rush comes set and delivers the 1-0. Ball gets away from the catcher and Dalton Lynn's getting down to 3rd. So far tonight, Dalton Lynn is 2 for 2 with an RBI double. 2-run RBI double. So, 2 balls and no strikes on Noah Anderson as he steps in. Runner at 3rd. Rush comes set and delivers the 2-0. Anderson going to show bunt and pull back. Ball was off the dish. Let's make it 3 balls and no strikes. Rush comes back onto the mound, pitching from the left-hand side and delivers a 3-0 on the outside edge for strike 1. So 3 balls and 1 strike on Noah Anderson. As Rush comes set and delivers a 3-1, this ball is going to be hit foul out of play. So Rush battles back to load up the count on senior Noah Anderson. Rush comes set and delivers the full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 2 down. Bring us back to the top of the order.
Number 10, Bryce Deloach.
To number 10, Bryce Deloach. And in his first at bat, had an 0-2 count strikeout, and then flew out to the center fielder, Alex Sanders. First pitch to him is going to be hit foul, out of play. For strike 1. Deloach steps back in. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So No balls and 2 strikes on Bryce DeLoach as he steps back in. Rush comes set, working from the stretch, and delivers the 0-2. This ball is going to be hit on the ground. The second baseman moves over towards the middle, fields it, and gets away from the first baseman. DeLoach is going to move down to second. 1 run scores, and he's going to be held up there at second. So now the score is 3-1, Toombs County.
Now batting, number 3, Chandler Lynn.
So a runner at second with 2 down to bring up freshman Chandler Lynn. He reached on a base hit in his first at bat and grounded out to the pitcher. He's going to hit this one. Shortstop moves over and makes a nice catch for out number 3. So the Dogs do good here in the top of the fourth inning, scoring 3 runs to make it a 2-run ball game. Dogs leading 3-1 as we go into the bottom of the 4th inning on Y101. Welcome back to Jeff Davis. The Dogs are up 3-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning with McBride still on the mound. Up to bat, number 25, Deshaun Kelly, or Kirby. I don't know why I said Kelly. Kirby. Just had to make a change of an SD card in my video camera, so let's make sure I don't do what I did that Bacon County game from last Tuesday, a week ago. I lost some of the video switching over. I had 2 SD cards that I had to use in that game, so I didn't get the full video, but some of it's there. So Kirby up to bat. In his first at bat, he grounded out to pitcher Dalton McBride. Here's the first pitch to him, low and off the plate for ball 1. So I'm going to check YouTube real quick. McBride comes set and delivers the 1-0. Ball on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Yeah, the Bacon County game did upload. It's only an hour and 12 minutes. I lost some of it. McBride delivers the 1-1. This ball is going to be hit foul, out of play. Make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. McBride comes set and delivers the 1-2 on a breaking ball hit on the ground to Dalton Lynn. He fields it and fires to first. Throw not able to get there. It gets by Kyle Knight. So Kirby's going to get down to second. So another throwing error by Dalton Lynn. Put a runner at second for Garrett Balcom up to bat.
Now batting, number 10, Garrett Balcom.
Like I tried to open it while you were talking, but it kind of came out anyway.
So McBride comes set, delivers the 3-1. Gonna be inside. Make it 1 ball and 1 strike. McBride comes set with a runner at second, giving a look at him. Going to deliver the 1-0 to the dish. Graham's going to throw back. Noah catches it. However, Kirby slides in just in time. A nice throw by Graham down there to second. Noah Anderson there to cover. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Garrett Balcom. So McBride comes set, working from the stretch, giving a look back Kirby at second is going to deliver this pitch. This ball's going to be hit up into the air to left fielder Trey Cloud. He's running over near foul territory and makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, number 5, Colby Marchant.
So 1 down to bring up number 5, Colby Marchant, who in his first at bat lined out to second baseman Noah Anderson. So McBride receiving the sign from catcher Graham. Time has been called by Marchant. He steps back in. McBride comes onto the mound. McBride comes set and delivers to the plate, hitting his helmet, so he's going to trot down to first. So runners on first and second. Pitching coach Nick Hayes coming out.
First runner at first, number 15, Hunter Foster.
To talk to his pitcher. There's not going to be a pitching change made here in his infield. Usually head coach Brian Fitzgerald comes out to make those changes. Hayes, when he comes out, it's just usually to talk to his infield.
If they make a pitching change, I'll announce it.
So Hayes is coming out to talk to the umpire out in the field. He's talking, I'm guessing the field umpire was telling him time constraint or whatever. But everyone goes back. McBride's still on the hill again. Usually changes are made when head coach Brian Fitzgerald comes out. So Britt Metz is up to bat. His first at bat, he reached on a 3-1 walk. McBride comes set and delivers to the plate. Ball low. Graham blocking it up for ball 1. McBride, runners on first and second, comes set. Giving a look. Back at Kirby at second. And delivers the 1-0. Ball off the plate. To make it 2 balls and no strikes. So McBride comes back onto the mound. Metz currently ahead here in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. McBride comes set and delivers a 2-0. Pitch outside, just missing. Make it 3 balls and no strikes. On deck, second baseman Garrison Miles. McBride's going to come set and deliver the 3-0. Pitch is in for a strike on the outside part of the plate. Make it 3 balls and 1 strike. McBride comes back onto the mound, comes set, and delivers the 3-1. This ball is going to be fouled back off into the net. So McBride worked the count full. Now let's see if he can win the battle here at the plate. If not, and he reaches, it'll load up the bases, placing the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first. So McBride comes set. There's only 1 down. And delivers the full count pitch way outside. Actually behind the batter. for ball 4.
Now batting, number 7, Garrison Miles.
So runners, so the bases are juiced. To bring up Garrison Miles, who in his first at bat flew out to the right fielder, Willie Campbell. So the thing is, regardless of a fly out to the outfield, you have a runner at third now, so he's going to tag up. Unless it's shallow outfield, maybe. Maybe shallow left field, he's going to tag up. But if it's hit to anywhere in right field, he will tag up. Shallow left field, shallow center, maybe not. So the bases are loaded for Miles as McBride comes set. There's one down, delivers to the dish. Ball outside. To make it 1 ball and no strike. McBride comes set and delivers another ball off the plate to make it 2 balls and no strikes. He comes back on the mound. Bases are loaded, 1 down. Dogs are leading right now, 3-1. McBride comes set and delivers the 2-0. Low for ball 3. So I know immediately if he walks a run in, Fitzgerald's going to come out. He's already standing there. Just in the half the season I've been calling these games, I know when Brian Fitzgerald's about to come onto the field. Here's the 3-0. Just missing for ball 4, and here comes Fitzgerald. Score is now 3-2 on a walk-in run.
Now batting, number 2, Cade Walters.
And it looks like we're going to bring in catcher Cole Graham to the mound as McBride's standing there. So that means McBride's going to come behind the dish and Graham to the mound. So Dawgs are behind by 1, 3-2 as we break, as Cole Graham comes in to warm up here on Y101. Welcome back to Jeff Davis here on Y101. The Dogs currently ahead 3-2. However, that could quickly change as Jeff Davis has the bases loaded. Coming up on the mound is Cole Graham. Last time Graham took the mound for the Dogs was on Friday night in a Region 2 game versus Bacon County, which went into 8 innings, so an extra inning as the Dogs fell short 8-7 to push them to 1-5 on the region and 5-11 overall. So Cole Graham on Friday's game faced 19 batters, allowing 4 strikeouts, 5 hits, and only 1 run. So let's see how Graham does here with 1 down and the bases loaded. Of course now, Graham, coming from behind the dish, hasn't had much bullpen work, but hopefully while McBride was getting ready, putting on all the catcher's equipment back in the dugout, Graham got a sufficient amount of warm-up time on the mound. So up to bat for Jeff Davis right now is Cade Walters. The DH, first pitch to him is low and off the plate for ball 1. Graham, working from the windup, comes set and delivers the 1-0. Low and inside to make it 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 from Graham. This ball's going to hit way out to left field, so 1 run's going to score easy. They're holding up the other run, the go-ahead run at third. So the game's tied. And Jeff Davis gets their first base hit in the books today, and it was an RBI single.
Now batting, number 1.
So the score is now tied up at 3-all. And that's a lingering problem here in the Toombs County baseball season is the pitcher, and it's always early in the game. Usually pitchers don't start to get in trouble until late in the game. maybe the fifth, maybe the sixth or seventh inning. This next pitch is going to be hit over Bryce DeLoach's head. One run's going to score. Another run's going to score. So Jeff Davis goes ahead 5-3. On another base hit for Jeff Davis by leadoff guy Alex Sanders.
Now batting, number 9, Chandler Davenport.
So runners are now on second and third. And the ones that are on second and third are both guys who had reached on base hits. So if they score, they'll be earned runs. So one down to bring up first baseman Chandler Davenport. Graham still working from the stretch. Time has been called. Davenport stepping out. Here's the pitch. This ball is going to be punched over to Anderson. Anderson fields it and is just going to fire to first to get the sure out there. Another run scores to make it 6-3.
Now
So
batting,
2
number
down
7, Seth Graham.
with a runner at third to bring up Seth Graham.
But, and then it maxes out after 2 minutes. Go forward is just a really hot.
Graham steps in. He reached on a walk and then flew out to Trey Cloud out in the left. So he's 0 for 1 today. Steps in with a runner at third. Nice breaking ball from Graham in for a strike. Counts 0-1. Graham requesting a different ball from the umpire. Going back to the mound. Graham steps in. Here's the 0-1 from Graham. Nice pitch, just missing on the inside. Make it 1 ball and 1 strike. They got Graham on the mound and Graham at the dish. So Cole Graham comes set and delivers the 1-1. Another pitch, and this is gonna of the same thing, and this is gonna be hit way down the left field line, all the way to the wall back there. And Seth Graham standing on second with an RBI double.
Now batting, number 25, Deshaun Kirby.
So now batting, number 25, Deshaun Kirby, which started off at the bottom of the 4th inning for the Yellow Jackets. They've scored 6 runs in this 1 inning. And only 1 error has been made. So Graham comes set. He's now pitching from the stretch. Delivers this pitch. It's going to be hit high up into the air. Knight running over into foul territory along with Graham. Graham makes the call and makes the catch for out number 3. So the Yellow Jackets come in and score 6 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning to make it 7-3. The Dogs need some runs. Let's see if they can get some here in the top of the 5th inning with Martin Stevens, Cole Graham, and Dalton McBride up to bat. We'll take a break and come back on Y101.
Leading off for Toombs County here in the top.
So leading off for Toombs County here
Martin Stevens.
in the top of the 5th inning is DH senior dog Martin Stevens. Dogs are currently down by 4. First pitch to him is low and off the plate for ball 1. Stevens today is 1 for 2, reaching on a base hit in the first and flying out to the third baseman. I believe it was Seth Graham. He moved over into foul territory, very close to the Bulldog dugout to make that catch. Next pitch, also a ball, and that counts 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch from Rush, swing and a miss. It's looked like an off-speed pitch. Strike 1. So the count's 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. This ball's gonna be hit on the ground at the first baseman. Foul ball. Called it in foul territory, so now the count's even at 2. Stevens steps back in. Of course, Stevens a left-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Off the plate for ball 3 to load up the count. Here's the full count pitch from Rush. This ball's going to be hit way out in right center field. Center fielder is going back and makes the catch for out number 1. Nice hit by Martin Stevens.
Now batting, number 26, Cole
So that'll
Gray.
bring up the pitcher, Cole Graham. Did not start this game pitching. Started it behind the plate. So Graham steps in, batting from the right-hand side. 0 for 2 today. First pitch to him, he's going to foul off out of play for strike 1. He grounded out to the second baseman and a fielder's choice in his first at bat, and then flew out to the center fielder in the third. Here's the 0-1 from Rush. This ball's going to be hit on the ground. Shortstop moves over and ranges over there to it and throws to first. No play made. So a base hit by Graham. Put a runner at first with 1 down to bring up the guy who started on the mound but moved behind the plate,
18, Dalton
McBride. On today's game, McBride has had 2 back-to-back strikeouts, one on an 0-2 and the other on a full count. One was a called strike 3, the other swing and miss. So McBride steps in with a runner at first. Rush comes set, pitching from the stretch, delivers to him. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Rush comes set, giving a look at Graham at first. And delivers the 1-0. Low. They're asking for help. He did not go. Now the count's 2 balls and no strikes on Dalton McBride. So he steps back in. Rush comes set. Giving a look at Graham. He's going to throw back. Graham gets back in time. Rush comes set and delivers the 2-0. It's going to be in for a strike coming across the plate. Now the count's 2 balls and 1 strike on senior Dalton McBride. Rush comes set and going to throw back to first. Graham gets back safely. Rush comes set and is going to throw back to first once again. Graham getting back. So 1 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Rush comes set and delivers the 2-1. Going to be off the plate and kind of low for ball 3. So McBride ahead in the count here. See if he can get a walk, get a base hit, or foul something off. Rush comes set and delivers a 3-1. This ball is going to be hit on the ground at the second baseman. He fields it, fires to second, and the throw to first is in time for a Jeff Davis Yellow Jacket double play to get out of the inning. So a 3 up and 3 down for Ross Rush and his Jeff Davis Yellow Jacket defense. We go into the bottom of the 5th. Dawgs down 7-3 as we break on Y101. Welcome back to Jeff Davis here on Y101. Cole Graham still on the mound. You have Dalton Lynn over at third. Bryce DeLoach out at short. Noah Anderson out at second. Kyle Knight over at first. Trey Cloud out in left. Chandler Lynn at center, or in center. And Willie Campbell out in right. So Dogs are still down 7-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. See if they can score some runs. McBride coming out of the dugout. getting behind the dish. Now this summer, stay with Y101. Tune in for the Midday Memory Show, Monday through Friday, for a surprise. This person is going to be there all summer. Can't tell you who it is right now, but I do know it's a he. He will be there all summer long,
Leading off for Jeff
filling in
Davis
for
here
Barney
at the bottom of
while
the
he is
field, number
away.
10, Garrett Balcom.
So be sure you tune into the Midday Memory Show. And if you pay attention to some of the Y101 during the sports, you probably already know who's coming. So, not a full 100% surprise. And unless you haven't heard it, then a surprise to you. So up to bat for Jeff Davis is Garrett Balcom. Graham, pitching from the windup, comes set, delivers to the dish. This ball's going to be hit high up into the air over near first base side, but goes out of play. Foul. Praying for Barney, the wristbands are on sale. The cost is $5. All proceeds goes toward Barney to help with medical expenses. If you'd like to purchase a band, you can see Kim Stevens, Brian, or Trina Graham. Ginger Harrison, the 01 high to make it even at 1, or Tony down at Y101. Again, $5, and all proceeds goes towards Barney's medical expenses. This next pitch is hit way out to center field, and Chandler Lynn makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, number 5, Colby Marchant.
Also, the Praying for Barney, you got t-shirts out designed by Toombs County High School student Carly Morgan. The cost are $15. For extra, for the larger sizes, goes up to $17. You could go by the high school to buy those from Miss Megan Morris, or you can go by the radio station on North Victory to purchase those. Again, they're $15, and for bigger sizes, they're $17. So, I believe we're going to have another pitching change here, and
We have a pitching change for
I'm not sure.
Mound, number 25.
they're bringing Kyle Knight onto the mound. I'm not sure where Graham's going. So while Kyle Knight gets ready, they might be saving Graham in case they need him again in one of the later games this week, because he hasn't pitched that many pitches. So as Knight warms up, we're going to take a break. Dogs are down 7-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning on Y101.
Now batting, number 6, Brent Betts. Courtesy runner at first, number 15, Hunter Foster.
Welcome back to Jeff Davis here in the bottom of the 5th inning with Kyle Knight up on the mound. First batter he faced was Colby Marchant. He was hit, so he went down to first. So a runner at first, bring up Britt Metz. Now the last time Knight was on the hill was back in the Appling County game at Jackie Jones Field, a non-region game, which was last Thursday. So a runner going, slides in safely. And Knight faced 16 batters, having 2 strikeouts, 6 walks, 1 hit, and 3 runs. None of the 3 were earned. So a runner at second with 1 down and a 1-0 count on Metz. Knight working from the stretch, delivers the 1-0 off the plate to make it 2 balls and no strikes. Knight, a senior Bulldog, Knight, a transfer during his sophomore season from Burke County. The 2-0 is low to make it 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the 3-0. This ball is going to be hit high, and it's going to go out of play, foul. So the count's 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck, second baseman Garrison Miles. Metz steps back in, playing the shortstop position today for Jeff Davis. Here's the 3-1, low for ball 4. Runner going, and he slides into, or doesn't even slide, he gets into third safely. So now you have runners on the corners.
Now batting, number 7, Garrison Miles.
For Jeff Davis with 1 down. To bring up number 7, Garrison Miles. Now on the day, he's 0 for 1 with a fly out to right fielder Willie Campbell. I don't know why I just drew a blank. And reached on a walk. First pitch to him is in for a strike. Make it 0-1. Knight giving a look at his runner at first. Over his back shoulder. Here's the 0-1. Low. McBride threw down to second. It got away from shortstop Bryce DeLoach. Went out into center field. 1 run scored, and the runner that was stealing from first to second went on to third. So now the score is 8-3, Jeff Davis. So a runner at third. Counts 1 ball and 1 strike. Knight comes set, pitching from the windup. This ball fouled back into the net to make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. See if Knight can work his way out of this with a runner at third. Pitching from the windup. Comes set and delivers the 1-2. Breaking ball, or not even a breaking ball, just high. A curve ball. Didn't quite break. Hit foul. Way down the left field line. Cloud going back to the wall to pick that up. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Garrison Miles. He steps back in, batting from the right-hand side. Knight pitching from the right-hand side. Here's the 1-2. Gonna knock this one foul. Also down third base side. Coach Hunter Adams coming out of the Bulldog dugout to run down there and get that. Knight comes set, working from the windup, and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Hitting him, so he's going to trot down to first. So now you got runners on the corners with 1 down to bring up DH
number 2,
Cade Walters. Dogs are currently down by 5. Jeff Davis winning 8-3 in a Region 2 game here in Hazelhurst. Graham is playing first, I forgot to mention, while Knight's on the mound. Here's the pitch to Walters, low, and off the plate for ball 1. This game's been running over an hour and a half. Knight comes on to the mound. Pitching from the stretch and delivers the 1-0 off the plate to make it 2 balls and no strikes. On deck is back to the top of the lineup with Alex Sanders. So Knight comes set, giving a look at his runners, and delivers the 2-0, low for ball 3. Now you got 3 balls and no strikes on Walters, who is 1 for 2 today, with the ground out to Noah Anderson and an RBI single. This ball is going to be popped up high up into the air. Shortstop Bryce DeLoach is running back and makes the catch for out number 2. So with 2 down, that brings up Alex Sanders
Number 1, Alex Sanders.
with runners on the corners. Today, Sanders is 1 for 3. Reaching on an error by the third baseman in the first, flying out to the center fielder in the third, and having a 2-run RBI single in the fourth. First pitch to him is ball 1. Knight comes set, winding and delivers the 1-0 low to make it 2 balls and no strikes. Knight comes set. Here's the pitch, low, to make it 3 balls and no strikes. He steps back in. Knight comes set and delivers the 3-0. It's going to be in for a strike to make it 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 3-1. This ball's going to be hit up into the air out to center field. Center fielder Chandler Lynn going back. This ball hits at the base of the wall. 1 run's going to score. Another run's going to score easy. And Sanders is standing on third. And the dog rolls into the dugout. So he gets the take home. So Sanders had a double just then and turned it into an infield home run. Or an in-the-field home run, should I say. Cleaning the bases off, scoring 3 to make it 11-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So, meeting on the mound, head coach Brian Fitzgerald walking out to talk with his infield, 2 down, with Chandler Davenport up to bat for Jeff Davis. Fitzgerald talking to his infield.
Let's see who we got.
Got to make another pitching change here.
Who's this? Give me a number.
Looks like they're bringing out Brandon Dennis, who pitches a lot for the junior varsity team. Gonna let him get some varsity time, which this is the first time this year for the varsity that Dennis has pitched. So as he warms up, we're gonna take a quick break. Dawgs down 11-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning on Y101. Welcome back to Jeff Davis here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Dawgs down 11-3. With Brandon Dennis coming up on the mound to pitch for Toombs County. Knight faced 5 batters, having 1 walk, hitting 2. They were earning 1 hit. They scored 4. 1 was earned. Actually, none of them were technically earned. Because Sanders scored because the Bulldogs threw it into the dugout. So the first pitch from Dennis is low and off the plate for ball 1 to Chandler Davenport. There are 2 down, no runners on base. Jeff Davis up 11-3. 1-0. This ball's going to be hit high up into the air, out into center field. Lynn moving over and makes the catch for out number 3.
That
So
brings us to the end of the 5th inning of
the
play.
Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets score 4 runs
Davis 11.
here in the bottom of the 5th to make it 11-3. As we break, coming up for the Dogs, Knight, Campbell, and Lynn. We'll see if they can score some runs in the top of the 6th on Y101.
Leading off for Thames
So here in the top of the
County,
6th, Jeff Davis is going to put in a new pitcher, Garrison Miles, who was playing second, now is on the mound, pitching from the right-hand side. Rush faced 23 Toombs County batters, allowing 6 strikeouts. First pitch tonight is high for ball 1. 6 strikeouts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base hits, 3 runs. Next pitch is in for a strike to make it, or swing and a miss, so counts even at 1. None of those 3 were earned. Next pitch, wasn't looking up, in for a ball, still looking down at the book. See, Bulldogs had 1 swing and a foul tip into the catcher's glove for strike 2. Now the count's even at 2. Dogs only had 1 walk compared to 6 strikeouts. Here's the 2-2 outside to load up the count. So the walk to strike ratio for the Toombs County High School offense is not exactly where it needs to be. Next pitch, off the plate. Well, there's another walk, but on a different pitcher for ball 4.
Now batting, number 28.
So a runner at first to bring up right fielder Willie Campbell in his senior season here with the Dogs. Playing right field today, batting on the left-hand side on deck, Dalton Lynn. This ball hit on the ground of the shortstop, ricocheting off the shortstop's glove, but I'm going to score it as a base hit. It's hit hard enough. Not exactly to the shortstop. Trying to make a move, so a base hit.
Number 7.
For Campbell to put runners on first and second. To bring up Dalton Lynn. Lynn is 2 for 2 today with a base hit, a 2-run RBI double. So let's see if he can have another one of those with runners on first and second. As he steps in. Miles comes set, working from the stretch, delivers to the dish. First pitch is in for a strike. To make it 0-1. Lynn steps back in. Miles comes set. Nice breaking ball in for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes on Dalton Lynn. As he steps back in, here's the 0-2. Off the plate for ball 1. So you have 1 runner in scoring position here for the Dogs. However, they need 8 to tie it up. Lynn steps back in. Miles comes set and delivers, well, turn around. Knight scooted back to second. So Dalton Lynn stepping in. Miles coming set. Winding and delivers the 1-2 swing and a miss and a high fastball. Strike 3. So 1 down with runners on first and second to bring up senior Noah Anderson.
Now batting, number 16, Noah Anderson.
Anderson steps in. His first at bat, he struck out on a full count. First pitch to him is off the plate for ball 1. Anderson, another senior Dog here in his final season under Coach Fitzgerald and the Bulldog coaching staff. Here's the 1-0. Off-speed pitch. High to make it 2 balls and no strikes. Miles comes set. delivers a 2-0 low for ball 3. Anderson ahead in the count here as he steps back in. Open stance as he normally bats with. Miles comes set and delivers a 3-0 off the plate and low for ball 4. So the Dogs do something productive here and load up the bases with 1 down to bring us back to the top of the order to Bryce DeLoach. Yellow Jacket coach coming out onto the field to talk to his infield and to his pitcher. So Bryce DeLoach is up to bat for Toombs County. In the game, he's 0 for 3 today, reaching on base 1 of the 3 times he's been up. His first at bat, he had a strikeout, then flew out to center fielder Alex Sanders, and then reached on error by the second baseman, which scored a run for Toombs County back in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, number 10, Bryce DeLoach.
So Bryce DeLoach steps in. Miles going to work from the windup now, considering bases are loaded. He comes set and delivers to the plate. Swing and a missed, strike 1. DeLoach steps back in. Miles delivers the 0-1. This ball is going to be hit fair down the left field line. Going to roll all the way back to the wall. It scores 1 run easy. He's going to score another. And Noah Anderson being held up at third. And Bryce DeLoach with a 2-run RBI double. Score 2 runs for the Dogs. Now the deficit is 6. Dogs are behind 11-5.
Now batting, number 3.
So the runners in scoring position on second and third. That brings up freshman Chandler Lynn. Batting from the left-hand side today, he is 1 for 3 with a base hit, a ground out to the pitcher, and a ground out to the second baseman. First pitch to him is going to be fouled off. Strike 1. Here's the pitch. This ball is going to be hit in right center field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. 1 run's going to score, another run's going to score, and Chandler Lynn with a 2-run RBI single. So the Dogs have scored 4 runs so far this inning. 2 of the 4 were earned. So the deficit's now 4. Dogs are behind 11-7. To bring up senior Martin Stevens with 1 down and a runner at first. Miles comes set, delivers to the dish. Martin lines this one back up the middle for a base hit. Chandler Lynn going to be held up at second. So a base hit for Stevens. Now you have runners on first and second with 1 down. To bring up Cole Graham.
Now batting, number 26, Cole Graham.
So Cole Graham, wearing number 26, batting from the right-hand side. Today, he's 1 for 3. Grounding into a fielder's choice to the second baseman, a fly out to the center fielder, and then reaching on a base hit. This ball is going to be hit foul for strike 1. Runners on first and second with 1 down. Dogs are behind by 4. 11-7. Graham steps back in. Miles comes set and delivers the 0-1. Ball high to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Graham steps back in. Miles working from the stretch, comes set, and delivers the 1-1. Ball on the outside part of the plate. Make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Graham steps back in. Miles comes set and delivers the 1-2. This ball is going to be hit foul out of play. So 1-2 count on Graham as he steps back in. Dogs are down 11-7 here in the top of the 6th. Miles working from the stretch, comes set and delivers the 1-2. Breaking ball, which is going to be hit up into the air. Shortstop moving back and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down to bring up Dalton McBride. The Dogs have batted through the complete lineup.
Now batting, number 18.
Here in the top of the 6th inning. So McBride steps in on the night. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out into a double play. Here's the first pitch. Going to foul this one off into the net for strike 1. McBride steps back in. Miles comes set and delivers. Well, it seems like he's going to get Chandler Lynn in a rundown here. He came off the mound. Here's the throw to third and the throw back to second. And Lynn's going to slide into third safely. And Martin Stevens gets down to second. So now you have runners on second and third in scoring position here. 2 runners in scoring position. Let's see if McBride can be active at the dish to score at least one of these runs or runners. So 0-1 count on McBride. Miles comes set and delivers to the dish. Ball low for ball 1. McBride steps back in. Miles delivers the 1-1. Breaking ball, it stays outside. Now the count's 2 balls and 1 strike. Miles comes set and delivers the 2-1. He's going to call that one a strike. Make the count 2-2. McBride steps back in. Miles comes set and delivers a 2-2 count pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So runners were stranded in scoring position as the Dogs score 7 runs here in the top of the 6th inning to make it a 4-run ball game. Dogs are still behind 11-7 as we go into the bottom of the 6th inning on Y101. Welcome back to Jeff Davis. Dogs are down 11-7, and they've made another pitching change, putting sophomore Trey Cloud up on the mound. Putting McBride back out in center, moving Chandler Lynn over to left. Cole Graham back behind the dish. Kyle Knight back over to first. Dennis came in and only faced 1 batter. So let's see what Trey can do here in the bottom of the 6th. So number 11, Seth Graham's up to bat for Jeff Davis.
Number 12, Trey Cloud. Leading off for Jeff Davis here at the bottom of the 6th. Number 11, Seth Graham.
On the night, Seth has reached on a walk, flew out to left fielder Trey Cloud, who is now on the mound, and had an RBI double. So he's 1 for 2 with a walk. So Trey Cloud's going to pitch from the windup here, coming set and delivering to the dish. First pitch is low and inside for ball 1. Graham coming out to talk to his pitcher. Must be something about the way he's calling them. So Graham comes back behind the dish. Cloud comes set. Winding and delivers the 1-0. High to make it 2 balls and no strikes. Cloud comes set and delivers a 2-0 high and outside to make it 3 balls and no strikes. Graham steps back in. Cloud comes set. Winding and delivers the 3-0. Then for a strike. Now it counts 3 balls and 1 strike. I'm not sure, but I don't think Cloud has pitched in a varsity game before. I know he does a lot of pitching for the junior varsity. This ball is going to be hit up high up into the air, out in the left field. Chandler Lynn moves way over into foul territory to make that catch for out number 1.
Now batting, number 25, Deshaun Kirby.
So 1 down to bring up number 25.
Turned into the press box.
Deshaun Kirby.
If you've lost a key. It's a single key on a ring. If you've lost a key, please come to the press box.
If anything, Cloud pitched in that doubleheader against Brantley County way back. He did. He faced 7 batters, having 2 walks, allowing 3 hits, 3 runs. So I'm not sure what happened here, but as I look up, I see a player down for Toombs County. It looks like shortstop Bryce DeLoach. I don't know what happened. I was looking down at the book.
Looks like a permit.
Everything happens when I'm not looking. So the Bulldog coaching staff is out there, along with one of the Jeff Davis coaching staff members. And DeLoach stands back up. I'm going to go with a cramp here, as quick as he stood back up. So, Deshaun Kirby coming up to bat today. He's 0 for 3, grounding out to the pitcher. At the time was Dalton McBride, reaching on an error by Dalton Lynn, and flying out to Cole Graham. He's going to hit this one up into about right center. I would consider that right center. Chandler Lynn comes over and makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting,
Not Chandler Lynn, Dalton McBride. Sorry. So 2 down to bring up Garrett Balcom. He steps in with 2 down. Cloud comes set. Winding and delivers to the plate. Pitches in for a strike to make it 0-1. Cloud comes set and delivers the 0-1 to the dish, bouncing in front of the plate to make it count even at 1. The right fielder for Jeff Davis steps back in. Cloud comes set, winding and delivers the 1-1. Low to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Now, the Dogs in the top of the 7th, they have to come in and tie it up, or the game will be over if Jeff Davis gets 3 outs before they do so. Here's the 2-1. This ball's going to be hit out to about the same location as the last one. Willie Campbell running over and makes the catch for out number 3. So a fly out to the left fielder, a fly out to the center fielder, and a fly out to the right fielder to end the bottom of the 6th inning. So the Dogs have to come in and score 4 to keep this game going. If not, Jeff Davis will win this one. We go into the top of the 7th. Dogs down 11-7 as we break on Y101.
Top of the 7th, number 25, Kyle Knight.
Welcome back to Jeff Davis here on Y101 here in the top of the 7th inning. The Dogs have to score 4 for this game to keep going. So up to bat, number 25, Kyle Knight. He's going to knock this one on the ground to second baseman. He fields it, has it, and fires to first in time for out number 1. Garrison Miles faced 9 batters, which was the complete Bulldog lineup. Had 2 strikeouts and allowed 4 base hits. 2 walks, 4 runs, 2 of them being earned. Pitching for Jeff Davis now is Chandler Davenport. The first pitch to Willie Campbell is off the plate for ball 1. Campbell is 1 for 1 today with a hit by a pitch and a walk. The next pitch to him is off the plate to make it 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Davenport comes set and delivers the 2-1. Low for ball 3. Actually, strike 2. The umpire has a late call on it. There's ball 3. Now the count's loaded up. So a full count on Willie Campbell. Here's the full count pitch from Davenport, and that's going to be ball 4. I could have swore that was about to be called strike 3. I'm not trying to help Jeff Davis out, but it looked like a good pitch. So runner on first with 1 down to bring up number 7, third baseman in today's game for Toombs County, Dalton Lynn. Lynn steps in. He's 2 for 3 today, showing bunt. Gonna fake bunt. Here's the pitch. Gonna knock this one foul. Anderson coming over from the on-deck circle. So strike 1 on Dalton Lynn. He comes set and delivers the 0-1. This ball is going to be popped up into the air. Foul. Out of play. To make it no balls and 2 strikes. Davenport comes set and delivers the 0-2. He fouls this one off. Back over towards the Bulldog dugout. Count still no balls and 2 strikes on Lynn. He steps in. Davenport comes set, winding and delivers the 0-2. This ball is going to be popped up. Shortstop running back and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down and a runner at first to bring up senior Noah Anderson, who won tonight's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Anderson looking down, receiving the sign from head coach Brian Fitzgerald, now stepping in. Davenport working from the stretch. Comes set and delivers to the plate. Pitch is in for a strike to make it 0-1. Anderson steps back in, a wide stance. Usually steps back towards the pitcher's mound when the pitch is made. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Davenport comes on to the mound. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs on Anderson, and here's the pitch. Ball fouled off, out of play. To make it 0-2. Davenport comes onto the mound. Comes set and delivers the 0-2. Swing. Foul tip. The catcher caught it.
And
For
folks,
out
that is the ball
number
game.
3.
The final score.
So the Dogs lose another region game,
Folks, we invite you to go on the
which puts
road.
their record
Varsity Thursday.
1-6 on the region.
Thursday. Folks, we do appreciate
And 5-12
Please drive carefully.
overall.
Come on back later for more.
We're going to take a break and we'll come back and wrap it up right here on Y101.